Hello everyone, happy Tuesday. It is the Canadian Grand Prix here in Montreal, Canada, of course, on the man-made island of course, the circuit named after the legendary Gilles Villeneuve. And it is also the scene of round 9 of the World Bronze Championship. And, well, I'm looking forward to this one. The last two races we've had around here have been absolutely supreme, haven't they? I love chaos. I love everything about the last two races. They've been fantastic. And the last lap of last night, I have absolutely no idea what was going on there. Fantastic. But somehow or another, Farf ended up on the podium, which is absolutely beyond me. But there we go. He also got drawn today as well, which is... no, I don't think he did, actually, did he? I'm telling porkies now, aren't I? But hello, yes, this is the scene of the Canadian Grand Prix. Of course, Nigel took a huge step in potentially a huge step of standards in the championship. Equals finished second last night. And I think Farf did finish third in the end, didn't he? In silver, of course. Alex was up until, of course, the birthday boy. Alex was up until almost the crack of dawn last night, going through all the permutations and all kinds of stuff that went on with the that incredible 5 seconds penalties and all that kind of stuff. It was redonkulous, wasn't it? Indeed. But yeah, fair play to the birthday boy Alex. Well done indeed, then. And I think that we finally got a finishing order, haven't we, for last night somehow or another? Which I'd rather him than me, to be fair, because I still don't have a clue what happened, to be fair. Anyway, let's get on with the show, shall we? Of course, tonight we've got a couple of special occasions. One of them is, of course, it is Kaz's home Grand Prix, and also it is Serious Mushrooms' 100th race start in a row since Russia Season 1, which I think, when was Russia Season 1 a silver? I don't know, to be honest. 2019, was it? I think someone's going to have to help me, I think, on this one. But I'm sure that Russia Season 1 was actually I'm sure it was January 2019 or 2020, maybe. I don't know, my years have all gone off. But yeah, so since Russia Season 1 is silvered from 2020 or 2019, I don't know which year it is. Serious Mushroom, I think it's 2020. Serious Mushroom has not missed a single ALR racing event. So that is absolutely splendid stuff indeed there for Serious Mushroom. And hopefully 100 more we are looking forward to as well for the man, the myth, the legend himself, Serious Mushroom. So that's really cool. That's really cool and really awesome to talk about. That's fantastic stuff indeed. Of course, we've got a couple of other milestones as well coming up in the few races or so, but we'll nail them down as and when they come. If my Google Calendar works, of course, which it probably doesn't, because we've got a yellow flag as a couple of cars have bunched up ever so slightly. Bronze time, Equals saying, of course, Equals finished second last night. Of course, the top three, as Echo has gone fastest on an 11.9, then in the Alfa Romeo. TK has invalidated his time, whilst I've been waffling on about Serious Mushrooms' incredible accolades. I've kind of missed a couple here, haven't I? 702nd, then Psycho, who is also known as Billet, who is also known as I can't remember his other name now, but he's Billet, now known as Psycho, though, so good stuff indeed. Then we got Jinner, who's into the 10s, the first driver into the 10s tonight here in ALR Bronze. Tomo Tip Top back in action as well. Good stuff to see. And we've also got a debutant in Bronze tonight. He drove in the 100% league, didn't he, on Wednesday, Vezier, and here he is now. I hope I've said your name correctly. If not, tie me up by my shoelaces and give me a slap in the face. On board with Dynamo Dan, he is the championship leader by a very slender 12 points at the moment. Dynamo Dan is. Let's go to the comments. Equals bronze time. Kaz says it's Sunny. I think he means Sunny for not only for the qualifying but also for the race himself. He is the hometown hero. He knows exactly where that rain's going to come. As of course, he probably was looking to the skies exactly where it was going to rain in 2011. Remember the longest ever F1 race in history, where Jenson Button, who I think pitted 6 times, 1 for a drive-through penalty and 5 times for an actual pit stop. Incredible, wasn't it? in 2011, and Kaz knew exactly where the wear was coming, and probably on that day in history, Kaz may have won that race rather than Jenson Button. Here's Dynamo Dan across the line, second fastest, and still half a second away from Jinner at the moment. There, Jinner has just nailed his lap once again. Then Ultimate Beast, congratulations to Ultimate Beast. He would now be a silver participant going forward. So this will be second and last time he'll be driving in the bronze championship. So congratulations to him as well. I'm sorry, Alex, I've stolen your thunder there. So goodness me. Got new potato. We've also got another full-time announcement for full-time, but of course we'll wait for silver next week for that one, as I don't want to steal both the thunders there. The drivers then, we've got new potato, who's coming out of the final turn. Of course, the Wall of Champions. We had a lot of drivers at the wall in Formula 1, and of course in this in the ALR as well. Echo's got a new racing lid, apparently. Smithfield Mighty saying, good man. There, we'll have a look at Echo in just a minute, but he's parked himself back into the pit lane, so we can't see him just yet. Here's Beast, who is just coming out of the hairpin then. Probably rain in my gate, Dynamo Dan said. Of course, Dynamo Dan last week was on a wet setup in Azerbaijan, albeit everyone else had a dry weather forecast, whereas Dynamo Dan had the Ferrari weather forecast system, which is, of course, he does drive for Ferrari, doesn't he? So we should be too surprised by that, but I think that Dynamo Dan would hope that he has an accurate weather forecaster this time around. I'd say there he is now, who is third at the moment. Jenner is currently pole position as it stands at the moment. Serious Mushroom, evening all, thanks Sean, and good luck to Kaz at his home race then. Deza, thank you very much. I'm glad Serious Mushroom's paying attention, because I'm certainly not. I'm like, Liam, yeah, saying new potato for the win. And Paul, he's strong here. Of course, Liam very unlucky in gold on nope. Oh gosh, and who's that in the wall? And that's one of the Mercedes, I think. It is Collins, who was a Alfa Romeo driver, stepped down to reserve earlier on. Lovely helmet, by the way. Collins was an Alfa Romeo driver, but has stepped down to reserve, hoping to finish a race tonight. He has had appalling reliability, Collins has, but hopefully he can get himself to the finish line to see that funny black and white clock that hopefully be waved at him after 35 laps. At the moment, Collins is down in 14th position, hasn't set a time just yet, sick as muck. I think it's just at the hairpin now. He's gone purple in the second split time. Duncan Dave's out there as well. There's also Serious. Nope, I've got Serious Mushroom on the brain. Swanshank's out there as well, but we're just going to watch Sick as muck at the moment. And maybe Collins was actually trying to be a very sly Mercedes and giving his teammate Sick as muck a little slipstream there. Liam very unlucky on gold was there, but Liam is not. I don't think he's. Oh, Sick as muck is in the wall of champions there, and somehow the end plates are still going, but I have no earthly idea how. But there you go. William then going across the line. He's fast as him on 3/10 of a second. Behind his teammate Tomo Tip Top is called it a day in qualifying after setting a 12.4, but his all Alpine is 1-2 once again. And it's very similar to the McLaren dominance back in 1998, wasn't it? Swanshanks hoping for this top 10 finish here tonight as well. I haven't gone through the points yet. Shocking behaviour. Yeah, so Liam, yeah, of course, he's finished. He started at 9 races in a row in gold, then, which is very good stuff indeed. I think only Lucas Percy is the other driver to start 9 in a row, and maybe someone else as well. But hats off to those drivers as well. It's been very much a revolving door in gold this year, hasn't it? With 8 racers in 8 different full-time drivers in 9 races, which is not very good, is it? Deza, Bullet, and Psycho, thank you very much, Serious Mushroom. As I said, I'm glad that Serious Mushroom. I think Serious Mushroom should have my job, really, shouldn't he? Because I have no idea what goes on half the time. Just go here, because TK across the finish line, third fastest there for the Haas driver. Love to see Ultimate Beast get that seat there equals. Yeah, I must say, I apologise to the Silver admin Alex there for stealing his thunder, but I am excited. I'm very excited to see Beast in that in the grid full time in Silver, because he has taken to Formula 1 ALR like a duck to water, hasn't he? He's been absolutely incredible in that Silver when he's raced. And of course, he also won last week as well, taking Jinner to the limit. And of course, he won it, beating Jinner, didn't he? And Jinner, who I think that Jinner and him had an absolutely great battle towards the end, and both in the Alpines there. I love that battle, but unfortunately it cost Jinner second in that race, and Alpine is going for the second 1-2 of the season. Technically their third 1-2, but we're not going to count sprint races, because they had a 1-2 in the Imola sprint race as well. But of course, sprints are different, because they're not a race, it's a sprint. apparently. New Potato on the medium tires, and Liam has mentioned this. New Potato is quite a quick customer around here. Ultimate Beast out of final turn, but he is on an outlap at the moment. Here is the hometown hero, so let's go on board, shall we, with Kaz out with a lovely helmet design here tonight. Of course, very much tiger of a beautiful tiger essence kind of helmet as well. Yeah, go away, Beast. Serious Rusher was saying. So cars are just navigating the way around the chicane. Of course, that chicane was very treacherous in 2008, I think it was, wasn't it? Where there was marbles all over the show, was it? Of course, in that year as well, it was a debutante winner as well, wasn't it? Of course, that was Robert Kubica winning BMW Sauber's one and only Grand Prix, and that's also Kubica's one and only Grand Prix win as well, which back then I would have bet my bottom dollar that that would not have been Kubica's one and only Grand Prix win, and that is, I think that Kubica's probably one of F1's lost champions in a way, isn't he? Because I do feel that he could have been world champion, or at the very least they're challenging, very much challenging them, but of course, but we never know, unfortunately, will we? I think that it's a shame Kubica had that rallying accident, otherwise it would have been very interesting. Cause wasn't he tipped to go to a Ferrari, wasn't he, in 2012 or 11? Something like that, wasn't he? Because he was in the Renault team, wasn't he, for 2011, or he's becoming Lotus, wasn't it, back then, before I think he was going to jump to Ferrari in 2012 with Felipe Massa apparently on the chopping board, kind of, was on the chopping board. Collins is about 8 years time. Here comes the second Mercedes, the stickers, both Mercedes are having a bite then, but not going too well so far, but Sickersmurk has not, now he's going for another time now then, but both Mercedes having a bit of a difficult time then to start this qualifying session off as well. Swan Shanks there on an outlap, William currently on pole position with Jinner alongside him on row 1. I am going to go through the championship now, I should say. Oh, his Jinner's gone wide there. Yumabro in 5th position, Dynamo down in 6th at the moment. Dynamo Achilles heel I think is qualifying, but he has got some very good race pace indeed. That Kubica crash was horrendous. That was, wasn't it? Goodness me, it was incredible, isn't it? The crash was, incredible to say the least, wasn't it? That was horrific to say. When I watched it live, I was meant to play football actually, and I think I bounced out of football. Luckily enough, I normally bounce anyway, but I did actually. I backdoored that because I wanted to watch the Canadian Grand Prix. It's usually one of the better races of the season. But yeah, that crash was horrific, and I remember watching it live, and I thought the worst, to be fair. Ultimate Beast going third fast now. Alpine 1-2, and then there's a Williams third at the moment. There's all blue at the top of the standards at the moment, the top of the timesheets at the moment. There, Beast, a great time indeed then for the Williams driver. Then Dynamo Dan then is just on the back straight, but yeah. That crash was so horrific, wasn't it, from Kubica, that he actually, you could see his feet, couldn't you? And believe it or not, I think all he had was, I think he didn't race in the United States, did he, the week later. It was just a precaution, really. I think he had a sore ankle, didn't he? I can't believe he only had a sore ankle after that. That was horrific. It was at this corner here, as he clipped the back end of Jarno Trulli, didn't he? And his wing went under the car, and it lifted him up in the air because he couldn't steer anymore. And goodness gracious me. But yeah, of course, and the rest is history, as they say, because there was a very young Sebastian Vettel who made his debut a week later in the BMW Sauber before he became a Red Bull driver with the Toro Rosso later on that season. Then, goodness me, then this Canadian Grand Prix just radiates history, doesn't it? Swan Shanks going 14th fastest there. Swan Shanks, I think I've read in the driver paddock earlier on that he does want a what does he want? He wants some top 10s like this in Swan Shanks. He hasn't had the best start in his Alfa Romeo career. TK, who's just now on the back straight then. What can TK do? Remember, TK was very close to winning the Miami Grand Prix at round 5 a couple of races ago. We are back at the other side of the pond, and he does go pole position. He's the third driver into the 10s now. It is the two Alpines and TK. And of course, TK very unlucky not to win in Miami then, but of course, he may like this side of the pond. Of course, TK, he is currently for pole position at the moment. They're set on Dynamo. Dan has gone up into 4 fastest, but not into the 10s at the moment now. Oh goodness me, the gauntlet has been thrown down then. I am lead then, 2007 to 2022, Seb's career. One driver that we all are going to miss, isn't it? Is Sebastian Vettel. I can't believe, of course, if I was saying that back in 2012, 2013, a lot of you would have laughed me out of the box, really, wouldn't you? Because he was a completely different driver back then. As Marski taking a unique entry and exit into turn 3 and 4, because Vettel, of course, was a bit of a was very much the villain of the piece, wasn't he? In 2013, and there's a lot of people was getting fed up with the Vettel finger, weren't they? Really, when he was in the all-conquering Red Bull into the pits. Now comes TK currently on pole position then for the Canadian Grand Prix. As I mentioned, he likes this side of the pond. Serious Russian get in TK. Of course, Serious Russian will be flying the flag for the Haas team. Of course, it's also almost a home Grand Prix for Haas. Ginner found 2/10 of a second there, but that lap has been invalidated and it will not count, nor will this one either. And there's only 2.5 minutes in this qualifying left then, so that any mistake now is going to be really hurtful, isn't it, in your challenge to get up the order here in Canada. Here's Vessier then, who is coming out of turn 4. We're going to stick with, not Echo, we're going to stick with Duncan Dave for the moment, because Duncan Dave is further on. And there is Duncan Dave now coming down into the hairpin then. Of course, if you just joined us, welcome. This is the bronze. This is the bronze event here tonight. Of course, we've had some cracking races. We had a wet race in silver last night, didn't we? Which I'm not surprised, because silver does seem to have a lot of wet races, don't they? I'm going to be honest. Out of all three championships, I would always bet that silver would be the one that would have the wet race. I don't know why. It's just a very blue Monday, isn't it? Silver seems to be on board now with Echo. Lovely, as Serious Russian said, Echo does have a new crash helmet. Sorry, Smithy has a new crash helmet. And it's a beautiful helmet indeed there for Echo. He knows I love my helmets. He goes 9 faster than Echo does. A bit beyond the 8 ball at the moment there, Echo is. We normally see him a bit further up than this, but he's down in 9th position at the moment, Echo is. He might, has he got anything else in the tank then to maybe get himself up a few more positions then? You man bro then flying down into the hairpin, car 32. Of course, we talked about that Miami Grand Prix. We talked about it, and how can we not remember this man, where him and TK both came to blows on that final lap, that action-packed final lap. Goodness gracious me, it was a cracking race, wasn't it? Our first ever race in Miami in ALR, and I think it's going to live long in the memory, isn't it, for me, you, and you guys behind the screens. You man bro going full fastest. Sick as Muck is going to have another bite of the cherry. He has not qualified. He's not put a time on just yet. Vessier has not set a time either. Kaz, who's on attacking the second part of the chicane. Duncan Davis found 4/10 of a second, almost kissing the wall of champions there. Duncan Dave going 9th fast in the Aston Martin. That is decent enough then for Duncan Dave. I don't think we've seen the best of Duncan Dave just yet. Here comes Kaz, of course, talking of Miami, and we're now talking about another hero of Miami. Goodness gracious me. Kaz could have and should have got a podium that day. That would have been his best result ever in an ALR championship. Very unlucky indeed. Echo's retarded in the session. We got a Ferrari just in front of us, and this is formerly known as Billet. Then, and goodness me, we've got all kinds of Kaz going length fastest there, but Billet there, and there was, I'm not sure, it's an AlphaTauri right behind him there. I think that was Marski. I'm not sure if we got held up or not, but unfortunately, if they're both followed up, you can't really do much about it. Sick as Muck out of the turn 14 here, coming up to the over the line as well. Sick as Muck gets a lap in. It's 11th fastest there, just over the halfway bar. Swan Shanks invalidated his time, so that's his time done and dusted. Now the battle for pole position is very much heating up. Siri, oh no, New Potato, who was one of the hot tips for pole, is spun the car. He is down in 7th position. He's a bit behind the 8 ball. TK's on pole position. Jinner's gonna find 2/10 of a second in the Alpine. He's giving it all 4 beans, and the back end is not helping. No, the back end does not want to comply across the line, and it's not enough. TK is on pole position then for the Canadian Grand Prix. Magnificent. New Potato, what could have been? I'm wondering if he should have come out a bit earlier on and had an earlier banker lap, as they say, to get on pole position. But of course, butts are for ashtrays. TK pole position for the second time this season, and of course, and the second time over in the American part of the world. So fantastic stuff there for TK. Fantastic stuff for the Haas team as well. And that is TK's second pole position of the season here tonight. And I think that he is going to be overjoyed with this result. However, the points are won in the Grand Prix itself. And so, what can TK do here? Can he get himself a Grand Prix win? That is the query on my mind. That is the query on all his fans as well. Can't believe 1 second to start my lap there for Billet, but Billet did get. I think he finished that lap as well and got 13th, didn't he? We just in the end of that lap, didn't we, for Billet? Serious Mushroom saying good luck. Or I echo that indeed. Then of course I do also echo. Also gets a good good luck as well. But I do also want the rest of the drivers to have a good race as well. Right then, that is the grid for the Canadian Grand Prix. TK, his second pole position of the season here in Canada, in Montreal, with William alongside him on row 1 and Jenner in third position there. Dynamo Dan, the championship leader, will go through the championship standards in just a jiffy. Dynamo Dan in 5th position. Ultimate Beast is second and final race here in bronze before he becomes a full-time employee. In silver is in 6th position. New Potato got a fastest time on the medium tyres of 7th fastest there. That shows his pace up, but made a mistake on his final lap there, did New Potato, unfortunately. So, in the championship, it looks like this. It is Dynamo Dan, Shoefly. Oh gosh, I'm being attacked. Dynamo Dan leads the way in the World Championship. 12 points in front of you, Mavbro, who is now in 2nd position. William is in 3rd, with Bob also on 92 points at the moment. It's a stalemate. Jenner in 5th position, 14 points further back at the moment. New Potato has been very unlucky so far this season. He is 6th at the moment. Echo, 32 points away from New Potato with 7th. Serious Mushroom, 100th race start tonight for Serious Mushroom. Good luck to that young sir. In 8th, and TK, tonight's pole position, pole sitter, 1 point behind his teammate. And Marsky completes the top 10 as well. In the Constructors' Championship, Alpine got a massive 74-point lead at the moment over Ferrari, who is 2nd, with AlphaTauri, the only constructors that are not leaded, but they are only 1 point behind Ferrari. They're still in a very good, promising position. Alfa Romeo are 4th at the moment. They're 47 points away from AlphaTauri. Massive gap at the moment. Red Bull 5 points away from the Alfa Romeo, with Mercedes in 6th position. Haas team, then, they got some big hopes here tonight in Canada. Williams are in 8th position, 41 points behind the Haas team, with Aston Martin on 22 points and McLaren on 19 points. And that is the state of play in the Constructors and Drivers' Championship. Let's take a look and see who has done what. No soft tyres in sight. I'm not surprised, to be fair, but we may have soft tyres. We have a late safety car. It's been a safety car. Party in the last 2 races. I've really enjoyed it. I don't think some drivers have, and I know the admins haven't enjoyed it either. To a certain degree, it's been a lot of carnage, hasn't it, over the past 2 days? But we do love it, don't we? You and I are the spectators. Of course, we're the fans, and we do love a bit of carnage, don't we? Of course, we also love fair, clean racing as well. Right, TK, pole position, 2nd time this season. Now, can he convert this one into the race win? I feel he went a bit awry on strategy in Miami, didn't he? Let's see if he gets the strategy right here tonight. He's gone to the hard tyre. It's a short run down into turn 1 and 2. And of course, all the drivers around him are also on hard tyres as well, so that could be an advantage then. Tip Top's been disqualified from the formation lap. William is alongside him on row 1. William in 3rd in the title race at the moment. Can Jenner get himself? And Jenner's already in the wall. Luckily, it won't. Luckily there's no damage on the formation lap. Jenner then 5th at the moment in the standings. He has been on more often than not the halfway. After round 9, but not the halfway stage, not by a long shot. After 9 rounds, I do feel that Jenner has been one of the quickest, if not the quickest cars in at least half of the races so far. You Mad Bro in 4th position. The championship leader, Dynamo Dan in 5th. Ultimate Beast, lovely helmet in 6th position there. New Potato is 7th. Marsky is in 8th position in the Tara Rosso. Nope, AlphaTauri. Duncan Dave in 9th. Good qualifying from Duncan Dave. Echo down in 10th position. Sick as Muck only got 1 time run in the end in 11th. Kaz is home Grand Prix in 12th. Good luck to that man. Psycho in 13th position, aka Billet. Tomo and Swanshanks 14th and 15th. Vesser in 16th position. Serious Mushroom 100th start 17th. Collins 18th. Styles 19th. Scooby Stew 20th. Medium tyres then for Styles. For Billet, for Kaz, for Duncan Dave, and for Ultimate Beast. And as the red lights are on, and they've all gone on already. And when we're going out, we'll be going here. And here we go for Canada. It's lights out, and it's where we go. It's a terrible start from TK, and William is absolutely flown off the grid. And Beast is having to set third position already here. TK is on the pole start, and Ultimate Beast is up a competition as well. What's happened? Duncan Davis off the circuit. He's down in 20th position here, and a great start for Echo as well. He's up in 3 positions here. Wow, incredible stuff. Dynamo Dan, the championship leader, is also on the pole start as well. He's down 4. He's made 1 up, but he's made contact then with him and Marsky, and Dynamo Dan and Marsky have come to blows. I think that Dynamo Dan lost grip there on those hard tyres, and unfortunately Marsky was collateral damage then. Jenner is up into 4th position today. He also on the pole start as well. It looked like that the left side of the grid didn't get away too well, but William leads the way, almost in front of TK by a second already, with Beast all over the back of TK. And as we exit the hairpin, Beast is only a few number of drivers that is gone onto the medium compound tires at this stage of proceedings. And as we go up to into the chicane as well, and TK then, the pole sitter, is already going to be down. Well, I thought he was going to be down to 3rd then as we come to complete lap 1. Then the gap is 4 tenths per second. TK is absolutely flown into the final chicane there and taken almost half a second out into the pits. Comes Dynamo Dan and Marsky as well. Marsky is going to feel very unlucky with that, isn't he? As he was just on the inside at the wrong time, wasn't he? Which unfortunately cost Gavin damage there, didn't it? Which is such a shame. What about Vesser? He's up 6 positions. He's having a look on the outside of Sickersbuck, and Sickersbuck there almost looks like he was compromising his exit there, but great recovery there from Sickersbuck, up into 9th position at the moment. Up 6 positions is Collins, up 6 positions is Stars as well. Magnificent stuff, but I do feel that Vesser, it's only a matter of time then before he gets past you. Mapro has lost out for New Potato. New Potato has got past TK, and who's out? That's William off the circuit there, coming on a turn 9, I think it is there, and William has spun the car, the early race leader, and has he got damage? I'm not sure. It doesn't look like he's got damage there, but William has gone from 1st to 11th then, and that's a costly error. It's such an early stage of the race, and he has lost a lot of track time and positions to boot here. Let's take a look at the car. There is end plate damage. I'm sure it's an end plate damage there, and that is not good there for William. It's going to be an early stop then. Yellow flag in front of us, because Jenner, the second Alpine, is off as well. It's a horror show for Alpine on lap 2, and that's another car in the wall here in the Wall of Champions. There is claiming another victim. I don't think he was in the Wall of Champions there, was he? But God goodness me, they're having real troubles. They're William into the pits. Collins has spun at the exit there. The Wall of Champions has made issues there. Scuba Shoe's got a 3-second penalty after 3 laps then. William coming out the pits now, but goodness me, absolute carnage to open this one there. And William, one of Dynamo Dan's main championship protagonist, is currently just coming up the pits now, but he's behind Dynamo Dan there, or is he? Look at this then. Look at this then. The 2 championship protagonists then, and I think William is going to have the the advantage here, but they're going to go on the inside here. I've got a terrible camera and go, oh, did he squeeze him there? Goodness me, William there, getting his elbows out there on his championship rival here, Dynamo Dan, and Dynamo Dan as goodness me, that was very hair and scare, wasn't it? The second Alpine also having issues as well. Jenner down a couple of positions. He's down 10 positions there. Dynamo Dan on the outside takes the position there. I wonder if William there gave him just let him through potentially. Sickersbuck got a 3-second penalty as well. Jenner is recovering. Hungry Stars has dropped down the order and into the pits. Now comes Jenner. So that is a big blow indeed. Vesser already up, is now up into 7th position here. He is flying through. Oh my gosh, there, and Sickersbuck, and I gotta say that is that is pretty interesting to say the least. I think that that is probably quite robust indeed. I'm not really sure. Not really sure the kind of. Oh yeah, he's got a 5-second penalty, but I think that'll be the least of his troubles there. Oh my word, that was quite interesting indeed. That's not the line I would take unless I'm against the AI. Here comes Kaz then, and Kaz is on the outside here. Sickersbuck there cannot. Sickersbuck there going in a bit deep there, but Kaz is through Sickersbuck, trying to get robust here with his defending. And goodness me, me, that's very late as well. Sickers Merc all over the circuit here. Then a very oh, he's going very wide there, forcing Vester to go wide as well. And now we got bit of a conga line here between Sickers Merc, Vester, and Tomo Tip Top is also in play as well. There's only Tomo Tip Top's I think it's only his 5th Grand Prix start this season, as Jinner's got a 3-second penalty. He's going to be a very frustrated driver indeed. Kaz up in the 7th position, and it's great to see for Kaz, as maybe like TK, he may enjoy this side of the pond then. Unfortunately, we've only got a couple of races over this side of the pond, haven't we, here in Formula 1? But that may change in the not too distant future, of course, with Las Vegas coming into the calendar next year, of course. Vester still all over the back of Sickers Merc. We're on the hard tyres at the moment then, of course. So we've had a lot of drivers in the pits already. Williams got past Dynamo down there, back up into 16th position. He's also set a fast lap for the race end for William. Let's see what he can do. 4 drivers have already set, have already got a qualifying. I've already got a penalty at this moment in time, only on lap 5. We are not expecting any rain. We are expecting safety cars, albeit I was surprised you didn't have a safety car to that flurry of incidents on lap 2. But they're all still running the race, and they're all still got some of their pieces pointing in the right direction. Here comes Tomo Tip Top having a look. Not quite then. A yellow flag in sector 3. That's Collins, who's had an issue at the exit of turn 1, unfortunately for the Mercedes driver. And Collins has TK, the race leader, has had an issue, and now that's going to allow Ultimate Beast to have a real good sniff back going into turn 1, and he takes the lead here. But TK has got the inside for turn 2. Oh goodness me. Vester has got a penalty there. Has got a penalty. We didn't see where he had it then, but Ultimate Beast said is now putting pressure on TK. TK does have a penalty there. Ultimate Beast now needs to make hay whilst the sun is shining. The sun is shining beautifully at the moment here in Canada. And here comes Vester all over the back as well. Echo has got past. Nope, it's Umabro's got past Echo. Echo, I'm not sure if he's got. He has. He's got a whole wing missing there. And look at Billet. A new gamer tag, a new PSN, and a new leash of life as well. And he is now up into 5th position. This is the old Billet we like to see, isn't it? We haven't seen this version of Billet for well over a season. William has got a 3-second penalty now for his troubles then. And that is exactly. I'm happy to see Billet. We've seen as Collins is in the wall and out of the race. Styles is off the circuit. Oh no! Styles said, of course, said, oh, and he's reversed into the barrier. That's quite a cut. That's quite a clout as well. And it's a safety car for Collins out of the Grand Prix, out of the race, and yeah, so he's gone into the wall, reminiscent of where Jensen Button parked his car. And this safety car may help Echo here, albeit Echo is on the harder tyre, I said, so he may not be able to have too much in the advantage here. But let's see how this one transpires, shall we? Into the pits comes, we got Echo, Sickers Merc, Vester all in the pits, and then Echo then is now coming into the pits and stops on his mark. Said, as we mentioned, Alfa Romeo having a bit of a torrid time at the moment, hadn't they, with both, well, with Swanshanks are hoping to get some points now on the board. Echo, who's was a bit down on his qualifying position. Collins is out of the session, unfortunately. Vester coming out the pits now. Dynamo Dan, who's pitted earlier on then, and now is Vester coming out the pits and flies in front of Dynamo Dan then, or just about then. Of course, overtaken now as there is a safety car at the moment then. However, William and Echo somehow swapped position there, so interesting stuff. But also Hungry Stars coming on the pits as well. Scooby Stew and Jinner also coming into the pits there, throwing on a new set of medium compound tyres before getting back out there. Both Alpines who have dominated the constructors so far, both down and out of the points, had both 12 and well, they both can't be 12, can they? Goodness me. One is 12th, one is 19th. Then TK leads the way. Then we've got the beautiful Aston Martin safety car out at the moment. Beast is second at the moment. I'm not sure if this is going to help or hinder Beast, to be honest. I can't decide whether this is good or not then. But TK knows that he's got a 3-second penalty, so he's either got to really put a spurt down at the final in this race and to get that 3 seconds, because that will be added on to the end of his race time. Otherwise, he will lose that position. So Beast is second, third position is New Potato then. Fourth is Umabro. But look at this, Billet, who is into the pits, comes Kaz. Billet doing a great job. Kaz doing a fantastic job as well. Both drivers are really standing up in the seat of their machines tonight. Fantastic. On soft tyres going on for Kaz here. Interesting stuff there for Kaz. I was wondering if he may go onto the hard tyres perhaps, but even that's going to be a stretch here. Kaz has given up track position here, and he will be all the way near the back of the field, but Jenner is a bit too far back at the moment, and so Kaz will be coming out in 18th position behind Scooby Stew. I think that I'm wondering if Kaz, I think the safety car's going to be in there and stuff then. I was wondering if Kaz is going to be going for an attacking strategy here, but he will have to cover the soft tyres. I don't think it's a very good race tyre around here, so I think the Kaz may struggle to get too many laps out of these soft tyres before he comes back in, but then when he does come back in, he can throw on the hard compound tyres unless Kaz is expecting another safety car. Well, it's not a long shot, is it? Because let's be honest about it, in the last 2 races around here, we've had absolute incredible action, haven't we? And we've already got a safety car here tonight as well. Quick plug then, tomorrow night is the British Grand Prix for the 100% League. Looking forward to that then. I am expecting a sprinkling of rain, and also we will be back in action as well for the championships and for gold, silver and bronze, as we'll be at the home of motorsport. It'll be the British Grand Prix in they're just trying to warm up his rear tyres there. And it'll be the British Grand Prix in a week's time, of course. And so looking forward to that. Is the races are now going to start to come thick and fast. And so we go to Britain, then we go to Austria, then France, Hungary, Belgium, Netherlands, and Italy to round off the European season. As there's some shenanigans going on in the midfield. So when is TK going to drop the hammer? I think he's already done so. Billet has already passed, but look at that then, as I think that Billet may have misjudged it ever so slightly there, and luckily Tomo Tip Top didn't go to the back of him. We're back racing now then, and that's the perfect start, and as the front 2 have absolutely flown away. There's a big old gap now, isn't there? Yellow flags at the back here. William is in the wall. William is out of the race and won the championship protagonist and is gone here after only 8 laps, and that's a big blow for William, and he is going to be furious at that, isn't he? And Alpine, goodness me, is that going to be another safety car? Just taking a look, they're not good at the moment, but William is going to be furious, isn't he, with that? That is a major blow from a sporting context, and it's disaster for William. And in general now, his teammates up into 16th position now. TK leads the way, 9/10 of a second in front. Vest has got a penalty, then Swanshanks has got past Duncan Dave, and we got Serious Mushroom through 3 of them there, goodness me. And Serious Mushroom, this may be his 100th start, but goodness me, there's life in the old Mushroom yet. Fantastic. And he is now up into 7th position. Magnificent stuff. Here comes Echo as well. He's got fresh medium tires. He is the highest runner as well on the fresh medium rubber as well. That's interesting. Look at this, and Billet, Psycho up into 4th position now. Old habits die hard for me, but you mad bro going back underneath. No DRS yet, and the DRS will come into play at the end of the next lap then. But Billet doing a great job there. Fantastic to see. Look at this, and we got Echo in 10th position there. He's on the fresher rubber. Dave in 8th position, 9th position, Bester in 10th position, Diamond down 11th, Swanshanks in 12th position, Sick as Muck in 13th, 14th is Marsky with Jinner in 15th position, and on board Marsky. Can Marsky get himself back on the order? A former Grand Prix winner in this category, having a bit of a difficult opening 9 rounds for Marsky, hasn't he? As I think he was one of the bookies' favourites, I think, for maybe challenging for the championship this season, but it hasn't come home to roost just yet, has it? And now as you mad bro is really struggling. I'm not sure if he's struggling now, as we've got all kinds of nonsense going on here, and we've lost a whole wing now, haven't we? And there's all kinds of investors off the circuit. Duncan Davis off as well. And Sick as Muck looks like he's lost the whole wing section here. And once again, it's Psycho, and New Mad Bro's got damage. That's why he's struggling for pace. Look, the gap is already up to 6 seconds here. And goodness me, as they're now all over each other. And then Billet, then Psycho, I mean, goodness me. This is what you get for changing your names. I don't know who my elbow from my foot. Then as they come into the pits, now comes New Mad Bro. Jenner getting past Marsky and Moonsail with the 7th position. New Mad Bro into the pits. He's on the hard tires. It's not good at all. Sick as Muck into the pit. Styles has got a 5-second penalty. Don't make that a 3-second penalty. It is Sick as Muck with a 3-second penalty. Dynamo Dan is on the inside past the Serious Mushroom, who's dropped down into 8th position then. Well, he keeps 8th position in theory, doesn't he? Bester in the pits as well. I'm not sure what happened there, but it looks like a lot of carnage that happened in this spot of the circuit here. Now Billet has got Tomo and also Echo behind him as well. Remember that Echo then is the on the fresher rubber here. here. He's on the new, lovely shot here. He's on the newer set of medium tyres then. We got some soft tyres out there for Cask. Swanshank's also on the soft tyre as well at this moment in time. Jinner all over the back of Serious Mushroom. Serious Mushroom is going long now, very much similar to the front runners, and Serious Mushroom, it would be Serious Mushroom will be aiming then to get to a sensible lap before going on to the medium compound tyres. And I expect around lap 18-20, Sickers Muck is in the is out of the. He's just retired by the looks of things, doesn't he? Sickers Muck has just watching and look at this. Have a look at Dios and look at that. Then Echo on the inside then takes the position. He's got a 3-second penalty for that though, but goodness me, and that was very deep into the braking zone there. But Echo up into a superb fifth position now. Next target is Billet in fourth then, but Billet's becoming a bit of the cork in the bottle here. That's contact there from Tom and Tip Top, ever so minute contact. Shouldn't be damage to either cars, but just helping Echo along his way, I suppose. Goodness me. But here comes Billet then, 8.5 seconds now, and I think it's going to be helping the guys at the front. Is New Potato is very happy where he's sitting at the moment. A second and a half back from Bisu, is 7/10 of a second away from TK. TK is on the harder tyre at this moment. TK is there, but the front two have penalties. New Potato does not have penalties at the moment there. Other penalties, Echo has a penalty. We've just seen that. Jinner has penalties as well. Styles, Scooby Stew, Vesta and Swanshanks all has penalties. Both Mercedes out of the race then. William out of the race as well at this moment then on lap 12. We ain't half distance just yet then. All over the back now is Billet as look at this conga line then. Billet has made his way up into his superb fourth position. Swanshanks another penalty for his account, unfortunately. On board now with Echo, and he's gaining. Billet there is, I think Billet, he ain't going to be able to defend too long without them because he's on the older medium tyres there. He fights very gallantly though, doesn't he? Right to the end there. Serious Mushroom dropped down the order. Marsky's got penalties there. And look at this, and it's free and present. Oh my gosh, and there's somehow get through with Billet there, and there's his contact there. And Dynamo Dan's in fourth as well. And goodness gracious me, Dynamo Dan dropping down to eighth position there. And Billet there just about survives that. Oh my goodness gracious me. Penalty Central equals the same then. Tillman Tip Top's got 3-second penalty as well. Talking of penalties, Jenner's now been to sixth position all over the back of Billet at the moment there, as it was getting very interesting into turn 1 and 2, wasn't it? Good heavens, just watching Jinner now. So Billet seems to be in all kinds of bother at the moment. Now he seems to be a part of a lot of the driver's attention at the moment. There, go free of press going down turn 1 was never going to end too well. Jinner there going very deep into the hairpin there. Billet is just going to go up and under, but he does not have the fresher tyres out because look at that Jinner. Even though he went in deep, then he just had the traction on the soft tyres out, and through he goes. Tomo Tip Top is facing the wrong way, unfortunately. He was having a good race up until that incident on this lap there, and he is just trying to turn the car around. He may need a safety car to get himself back into this one, I feel, unfortunately. But now Jinner's over to fifth position. Jinner now has a second and a half between himself and Echo, but them two can now start to pull away. They might be able to help each other pull away here with all the battling going on behind between Marsky, Dynamo Dan, Serious Mushroom and Co. I think that this could be a good opportunity for both those two drivers. Styles back into the top 10 as well. It's looking bleak for Styles a couple of laps ago. Tomo Tip Top has had issues, and I'm not sure if he's missed the pit lane then, but Tomo Tip Top is, he hasn't got any damage there, so he doesn't want to come in the pits just yet, but he needs to make sure those tyres have calmed down in terms of temperature, otherwise he will be like a Beyblade. Marsky, who is Marsky and Dynamo Dan, I was expecting to see a lot of these drivers very much in the thick of things in the championship. Well, Dynamo Dan certainly is, but Marsky's a bit further back, as we mentioned then. And you can see then, just in front of us is Billet once again. Lap 14, lap 15 in a bit then. The top three as Beast is now into the pits. I was about to say the Beast then was dropping off, and he lost half a second in that last couple of last lap or two then. So he's now in the pits and going for hard turns to the end of the race then. So he's going for the undercut here. Let's see where that gets him. Serious Mushroom has a 3-second penalty, which he'll be a bit disappointed by from that one. And look at this, just Donovan down then going this way and then that way up the inside, takes Marsky, but Marsky up the inside into turn 2 still here. Vester has got a penalty. Yellow flag in the yellow flag is one of the Red Bulls of Vester's coming out of the pit somehow. Then I don't know how he's ended up with that. Goodness gracious me, that was a hell of a spin if he ended up in the pit exit there. Good gosh. Dynamite Dance in the 7th position moment, and this is the action at the moment. But having said that, Styles right underneath the gearbox with his teammate here, but Beast there is on fresher medium tires there. This is a crucial part of the race now for Beast because he needs to get past these drivers as quickly as possible. Otherwise the undercut may not help him then. So when it is TK and New Potato going to come into the pits then, I don't think they're coming in just yet. I reckon another 5, 6, 7 laps potentially before going onto the medium tyre. I heard a whisper that some might go onto the soft tyres in the gold race. However, that didn't. We never got the chance to see that, did we? Because of the late safety car. But soft tires cannot be in the arsenal for the drivers as well. Potentially, maybe. We'll see. We'll see how that one plays out though. New Potatoes really start to is into the pits comes a Billet then. Very good first stint there for Billet. A very action-packed stint as well. But these drivers then, I think Dynamo Dan there might be happy to see his teammate get out of the way of just ever so slight down. Is that they did come to slight contact. Beast has got a penalty. That's his second penalty of the night. And Jenner has got a penalty as well. Drivers then are starting to unfortunately starting to roll the penalties in, and that is not the this is not the place to get penalties. The least amount of penalties usually help you progress up the order. And Jenner all over the back now of Echo. We'll take a look at the penalties in just a few moments time, but before we do, we're just on board with Jenner at the moment, who is 5th in the championship. He is 4th in this race at the moment and hoping to get up to 3rd with Echo, who's on a similar strategy to him. I wonder if these drivers might go onto the soft tires, or will they go, because I think they started on hard, they might go for another set of medium tires, you know, which would be a quick, which would be quite a fairly quick pace. They go to the end of this one. Ultimate Beast then right behind the Grand 100 then for Serious Mushroom. 100 not out for Serious Mushroom. However, he might have to yield 8th position. He does yield 8th position there as Ultimate Beast, of course, on newer hard tyres. And here comes Jenner then. He is not going to have a go into turn 1. Unfortunately, he's too far back at this moment in time. Or giving Echo a bit of a bit of encouragement out of turn 2. Beast has set the fast up of the race, so that's going to be alarm bells then for the front 2. However, the front 2 probably ain't going to panic too much because they know they got to go onto the medium tyres, which will be the quicker tyre towards the end of the race there. And of course, they do know the Beast does have a couple of penalties. I think TK has 3 seconds, whereas Beast currently has 6 seconds. And so that is going to be the story of the race so far. Beast is on the outside. Dynamo Dan, who is not going to yield this one too easily. Of course, he is a championship hunt at the moment, but I think he thought better of it at this stage of proceedings. But Dynamo Dan then will probably be able to pinch a bit of DRS then going down the back straight then just to help him on his way. Dynamo Dan not into the pits just yet. He's dropped off the back of Marsky after Beast has come in between them. So I think that Dynamo Dan will be hoping that Beast gets past as quickly as possible. Maybe he might be able to pickpocket Marsky as well and get himself back up the order. Hello to you, Al Tag then. Great to have you in the comments, my good sir. On board with Beast now then, as Beast has got past Marsky, made his way up into 5th position now, and away he goes. Oh goodness me, didn't have a very good run though, did he, out of the turn 14. Of course, the World Champions out turn 14, and Marsky having a look then, but no dice then. Dynamo Dan was too far back, because I was wondering if Dynamo Dan won't be able to get past the Beast. Having a look now as he into the pits comes Kaz, and he's done a very good 9 laps on those soft tyres. Very impressive stuff. Now he's on the medium tyres and Kaz is until the end of the race then, and away he goes then. As a Don 1 is my username. Hello, my good sir. Of course, and my favourite of all time then. Yes, I'm also a big fan of Beast as well, and Marsky, and Serious Mushroom, and Dynamo Dan, of course. I am favourites of all of them, and they are fantastic superstars, aren't they? They really are indeed. Vesler's had a very challenging race, hasn't he? Of course, he made his debut in the 100% league last week, I think it was. At the moment now, he's down in 11th position, Vester, but he has had a very challenging battles as well, hasn't he? Not least with Sick as Muck there, which I don't think he was too impressed with that there. I don't think I would have been either, to be fair. New Potatoes gaps TK down by 2/10 seconds, and the gap is now 3/10 now. It's down to 1.7 here. Echo still in front of Jenner. Into the pits comes Dynamo Dan. Dynamo Dan is now thinking about the undercut to try and get past Marsky. and he is coming into the pits now. Medium tires, I expect, for the Ferrari crew. There they are. They're ready to go in the beautiful red overalls onto the, I think that's the medium tires. It is the medium tires. And away he goes. Into the pits comes Scooby Stew as well. Having a very solid race. Scooby Stew is in 12th position now. Whether he gets points, though, remains to be seen. I think it's an outside chance to vote for Scooby Shoot, but this race does have a crazy habit, doesn't it? Mushroom, I see you player, is also out Tiger State as well, as Vester's got another 3-second penalty. We look at the penalties now in Serious Mushroom. As I mentioned, this is 100th race in a row for Serious Mushroom today. Good, absolutely fine stuff indeed. And also Kaz is also, we look at Kaz as well, I think, because Kaz is on a roll, actually. Here he is, and he's on the inside of Billet, and through he goes then, but Billet there, I think Billet's seen that coming, didn't he, there, and he's now going to try and go up and under there. Goodness gracious me, some great balance here between, it's Psycho, who's used to be Billet, now known as Psycho, on the inside there, and goodness me, the Ferrari twitching quite a bit, though, wasn't it, in the straight line there? That's very unusual there. So now he's through, gets past, and Kaz dropping down to 30th position, Kaz is going to go on the inside, is he? Not quite, Billy. We'll have DRS now on the back straight here. Serious Mushroom dropping down. He's in the pits. That's why Serious Mushroom down into 8th position there, but he's coming into the pits. There is the penalty situation at the moment. A lot of drivers then have got 3 seconds and 6 seconds around. We've got 2 12s in there as well of Vester and Swanshanks. Kaz there, struggling to keep up with it now with Billet there. Kaz on the harder tyre. I think Billet is on the hard tyre as well, isn't he? But he has fired these up. He's had a couple more laps on the hard tyre, so he has fired him, has more chance to fire up there. Tenag, he really sensed it there. Oh dear, he did, didn't he? I must admit, I was a bit. I thought that I didn't think he was gonna slow the car down, Kaz, but he did a great job of slowing the car down, didn't he? But I think we're going to go for a repeat then, a bit of a rewind time here, and he's all over the back now and up the inside again. Now that's his favourite overtaking manoeuvre, and he goes, but he does have a 3-second penalty there. He went too wide on the exit, and unfortunately the stewards have slapped him with a 3-second penalty then, and that is Kaz's first 3-second penalty of the race as well. Billet there getting a bit of still. We felt that, didn't we? Yellow flag. Jinner's in the wall, and into the pits there comes the 2 race leaders. But Jinner, I think it's the wall of champions there. It's the exit, and both Alpines, the constructors champions, are out of the constructors leaders, I say, are out of the Grand Prix. Oh my word, Marcy's got a 3-second penalty as well. And is that a safety car? I think it is, because I see a safety car. Yes, it's a safety car for and this is a nightmare for Beast, isn't it? Echo leads the way, and it's a nightmare for Echo as well. Jinner out of the race, both Alpines out of the Grand Prix. And I think that's the first time this season that both Alpines have failed to score. Remember, of course, that the Alpine team are based from Enstone, aren't they? Of course, the Enstone team, in theory, when they were called Renault in 2005, I think that this was also the race where they didn't score either in 2005, did they? As Fernando Alonso went into the wall, didn't they? The wall of turn 4. It wasn't the wall of champions, it was the wall of turn 4, wasn't it? As Kaz coming out of the pits there, 7 laps on those medium tyres. I think Kaz would have liked a fresher set of boots. Echo on his own at the moment there. I think Echo probably think of what to do. He's going to come in the pits there for on another set of medium tyres to the end of the race. We'll soon find out. And what is Beast going to do as well? Beast is currently leading a trio of cars, and Stars is not too far back either. So into the pits now comes Echo. You have to watch that. There is the white line. He watched it. He slows down to 80 kilometers an hour, or 49 miles an hour then. Wait, looking for those red and white overalls on the Alpha. So they're actually black, aren't they? Goodness me. And now into the pits then, thrown onto the medium tyres to the end of the race. And if we got Williams out there as well, we do have the Williams mechanics out there of Stars also going to go to the end on the hard tyre. Stars doing a great job at the moment there. Now going and now accelerates now, and away he goes then. Also, Stars coming out of the pits on the hard tyres. Here comes Marsky coming across, and he has a 5-second penalty. That is taking his penalties up to 8 seconds, unfortunately. There's Styles. Here's Serious Mushroom in 8th position there. Vester in 9th position. Billet in 10th position. A strong performance here tonight from Billet. Tomo might be able to get himself in the action. Jinner used to be really good last year. What's going on? To be honest, I think Jenner's been very unlucky yesterday. Of course, he was injured in Monaco, and it's kind of spiraled down from there, really, hasn't it, for Jenner? Of course, he's had some very strong performances this season, but hasn't had much to show for. Into the pits comes the hometown era, and goodness me, they're going to have to. And now Kaz has got 3 laps on those medium tyres there. As goodness me, I think that's been his favourite tyre in this race there. Both Aston Martins are unfortunately at the back of the field at this moment. Then still hoping to get some points. And Kaz there with the very dirty Aston Martin there. They're going to have to give that a clean at the end of this one. Oh, it's Jenner comes to the pits. Soft tyres for Jenner. No, sorry, for Duncan Dave. I must admit, I think that Duncan Dave, that might be stretching it a bit on those soft tyres, but he's very much rolling the dice in the Aston Martin car. So Ultimate Beast leads the way then. He does have a penalty though, doesn't he? But he is on the harder tyre. He may struggle to keep TK and New Potato beyond at the moment. Echo's recovered very nicely indeed then to make his way up into 4th position then. Marsky is in 5th then with Dynamo down in 6th then. Styles 7th with Smusher in 8th, Vester in 9th and Bullet in 10th position. That is the top 10 at the moment there. You mad bro, a bit behind the 8th ball in 11th position there, of course. Early wing damage has dropped him down the order at 11th. And Scooby Stew, I said they might need a bit of luck to get points here, but he's doing a good job at the moment. Scooby Stew is out in 12th position. These are the kind of races where you really want Scooby Stew in your constructor, don't you? And this is the kind of race where Scooby Stew maximises opportunities. Good stuff indeed there. Stars at 12 positions. Smith Almighty is saying that he is indeed, isn't it? That is the very good spot indeed, Stars. Thank goodness. Sorry, Smith and White. Very good stuff indeed there. Absolutely fantastic. I must admit, I wouldn't remember that. Also at 9th position is Cirrus Mushroom as well. Up 6 is Echo. Echo doing a great job then. One of my drivers of the day thus far. 8th position there for Scooby Stew. So a lot of drivers are trying to get their name put on for driver of the day. Of course, that'll be opening in the next few laps or so. Probably about, I'd say probably about 7 laps there. But do not put your vote in just yet, because I think there's still a lot more action there. Remember last night, I think we started to put the driver of the day up. I think it was around that 30, then the safety car came out, and it just absolutely, the driver of the day poll completely changed at the end. And in the end there, I think that we could have changed it again, really, couldn't we? As the original 4 drivers, I think 3 of the 4 original drivers we took off because of what the action that happened in the last few laps last night. So this race is far from over. It's only over when that checker flag is waved at the end of the Grand Prix, at the end of 35 laps around here. So do not go anywhere, is what I'm trying to say. Safety car still at the moment then on lap 24 out of 35 then. Let's go through the grid, shall we then? So Ultimate Beast on 8 lap old hard tyres. I should get them to the end then, but the newer medium tyres for TK, for New Potato, and for Echo as well then. And Marsky and Dynamo Dan then. So he's going to have a lot of attack from the back here. A lot of attack from the back here then for Ultimate Beast. And Dynamo Dan currently in 6th position. There's Styles 7th, Cirrus Measure in 8th, Vester in 9th, and Psycho in 10th position. You Mad Bro 11th at the moment, and 12th is Scooby Stew. Swan Shanks in 13th position. Tomo Tip Top 14th, and Kaz and Duncan Day 15th and 16th position. Then of course Smithy. Throw me your driver today, Smithy. I would, and then I'll throw him in the old poll then in a minute then on the YouTube if I figure out how to work the contraption. Oh, the pits come to Dynamo Dan then, and good stuff indeed then. As you can tell, I'm too lazy to go into the Discord and answer, mainly because I don't want to also lose my YouTube stream either, mainly because I don't know how to get it back on, because I am as thick as 2 short planks and I'm also thick wide as well. Anyway, hopefully the safety car will be in this up. It is indeed. However, Duncan Davis got to put in some qualifiers now then, for a couple of corners anyway, so we can get onto the back of this gaggle of cars before we get away. So then, can Beast in his second and final race in bronze get a second win in a row? Goodness gracious me, 100% now, fantastic. But I think that TK is still probably feeling the effects of that Miami race there, isn't he? He'd probably love to get a win. New Potato there has had a lot of bad luck this season, hasn't there? But a win here tonight then will very much elevate his championship no end, especially with the championship protagonist having some difficulties here tonight. Both Alpines out of the race, and that is a shocker in of its own right. Doug Dave has caught to the back, and Ultimate Beast then is just gone then. Goodness me, it's like Ultimate Beast was waiting for Doug Dave. We've got some overtakes already, but no one's allowed to overtake till the start-finish line. TK and New Potato have both got penalties here, and that is helping. That's helping Ultimate Beast now, and 3-second penalty for you, man, Bros Running. So a couple of the big hitters who had 3-second penalties, who had no penalties, I should say, then all of a sudden it's got a bit peak tongue here. You, man, Bro, having a look on the inside of Billet, then Billet there just a bit beyond the 8 ball. He's lost quite a bit of time there, Billet has. Billet is struggling there. He hasn't got those tyres at the temperature at all, but he is on the older hard tyres, very similar to Beast's predicaments at the moment then. And now here comes TK then. He does have the tyre. He does have the tyres at the moment, does he? As he's now all over the back of the Williams. No DRS then for the first couple of laps here in this one then. Of course, so at the end of the third lap, at the end of the second lap, we'll have DRS again then. But will these drivers even need DRS? And TK is pushing. Echo's got more penalties than Donovan Down has got no penalties at the moment, nor has his teammate. Both Ferraris are absolutely the only two cars actually is the Ferrari team with no penalties at all. Absolutely exemplary driving from both the Scuderia team. Fantastic. TK all over the back then. Beast is going to try and defend them, but I gotta say it is looking very ominous. That is that Tomo tip-tops past his teammate and Sirius, and now we got to TK having looked that into the final chicane then. Ultimate Beast has survived this one then, but oh my word there, and he had a bit of a bad exit there. Echo's already 2 seconds in front of Marsky as we come across the line. 4 drivers are going for the race lead here at the moment. Oh my goodness, we have full New Potato made contact with TK here. My goodness gracious me. 4 cars then. Once the Grand Prix win. 4 different constructors as well, man. Echo's had a superb drive, hasn't he? So has TK, so has New Potato, and so has Ultimate Beast, but Beast has got it all to play for now, hasn't he? He's got it all to do if he wants to survive this one. Tom has got a penalty. New Potato is really in the ascendancy here. Here he comes, and he's going past TK, or is he? No, he isn't, and the straight is not long enough. He would love to have had DRS, and no DRS just yet. Echo's going to have to go over the escape road here, and is that going to cost him? It's going to cost him a chunk of time. And Marsky, who's also coming back into this one as well, then, because I'm wondering if Ultimate Beast is now starting to open up on board now with the Williams driver. And lovely shot here at the back, and look at that, he's hacksawing away. Then as I've almost swallowed my tongue, and now this is TK then, and look at this, he's going side by side with Beast, and no DRS still then, so it is going to be a old school overtake then wheel to wheel to the final chicane. He's on the outside, contact, more contact. New Potato is through, TK is off, he is in the wall, New Potato leads the Grand Prix, and TK there, DRS has now been enabled, and TK has dropped down the order. The Echo on the inside as well, as Beast is struggling, he's fighting for all his life here in the Williams car. And TK, as the Corsair was getting very squirrely, wasn't it? New Potato went on the inside there, didn't he? As it was getting very precarious indeed, but New Potato leads the Grand Prix. He's won 1 race this season. Can he get a second win here tonight then? But my goodness gracious me, TK is going to be absolutely devastated. Once again, put on pole position over here at the other side of the pond, but he hasn't been able to finish off the job, and that is such a shame there. And I think that TK has got major damage as well, because he went to the Tech Pro head on there, didn't he, in the Haas car. Oh my golly gosh, then Marsky is in full position there. Donovan Dan once again who's having difficult days, Donovan Dan is, but yeah, he always turns up when it really gets hot in the final stage of the race, doesn't he? He's doing a great job once again, Donovan Dan is. Absolutely, I would sing that man's praises until the cows come home. Where have the cows gone? I have no earthly idea. But goodness gracious me. Right then, the gap at the front then is still 8-9. It's a second now, isn't it? Echo has had a really poor exit there, hasn't he, out of the final corner, and New Potato set the fast lap of the race, and it was Echo then, lap 28, then New Potato set the fast lap at this stage, and that'll be an extra bonus point here. Into the pits comes TK then. We've also got Vesta getting past Sirius Mushroom up into 7th position, but Vesta does have at least 12 seconds of penalties, maybe even more. We haven't checked in on the penalties just yet, then TK is going to be a bit devastated by that. Kaz, unseen on the footage, has had issues at the back of the field now. Oh, you mad bro! Oh no, you mad bro! Another championship protagonist having issues here in this banana skin of a circuit, and he is down into 14th position now. You mad bro is we got yellow flags just in front of him as well. I'm not sure if it was for Scuba Stew, and New Potato is now starting to check out at the front then. Dynamo Dance has a chance of victory here, but I think that victory is now starting to slip away. He needs to get past here as quickly as possible and stay within 3 seconds of the car in front then, which is New New Potato, but unfortunately I feel that he's almost going to be out of it if he doesn't get past in this couple of laps or so. And I don't think he is going to. Echo is coming. Here he comes, and he's up the inside into the chicane. Echo is there, and he just is very hesitant there. Echo is, isn't he? He just ran out. I wonder if he ran out of speed actually, and Urs across the line once again. Then all over the back of Beast, and he's going to have a lunge into turn one there. That's going to be contact, and it's contact. And Echo somehow keeps it on the straight and narrow. And now I'm Dynamo Dan all over the back as well. But Dynamo Dan's going to treat that AlphaTauri like a bull, even though it is well, it's not a bull anymore. There is there's an AlphaTauri rather than a Dynamo Rosso. And my word, there, this is getting very, very hot under the collar here for the battle for second. 29 out of 35. My word there, Kaz got the fast off the race, so that's a fantastic lap there for Kaz on 29. Very good stuff indeed. If anyone's, I'm not sure if anyone could beat that either, because Kaz is on those soft tyres here, so that is going to be quite quick as well. I'm not sure what tyres TK went on, to be honest, because we'll have a look in a minute then, but Kaz may have slam dunked that one. TK's got a 3-second penalty. A lot of frustration, I think, is boiling up to the top now for TK, as once again he's had issues, hasn't he, in this one, which is such a shame indeed. Now then, Echo, here he comes out again. Beast is trying to break that slipstream. Echo is struggling, isn't he, there, to keep up there. He's almost out of deployment here, isn't he, as well, which might be the reason why. Yellow flag into the hairpin. Yellow flag into the hairpin. There's one of the McLarens then is recovering, and I think that's you, Mad Bro, also having issues as well. Echo is through, and he takes second position and passes Beast, who's dropping down the order. The safety car has been absolutely painful here for Ultimate Beast. And now Echo is going to hope now that the drivers behind him are going to be, Ultimate Beast has got no penalty, is going to be hoping that they get stuck behind Beast here, because Beast then, who has got 9 seconds of penalties, but he's also struggling, isn't he, with the traction on those older hard tyres. Marsky is next, but it's great to see Marsky very much back in the thick of things, and TK has now set the fast up of the race on lap 30 here. Marsky, who is it's great to see Marsky back up here. He does have an 8-second penalty though, which is going to come off his race time, and Ultimate Beast there has got the advantage here. Echo has not pulled away as much as I thought he would, to be fair. Beast has had a very good, you could say he's had a very beastly second sector there. 3 seconds gap is at the front then between Potato and Echo then, but Echo I think will be more concerned unless New Potato gets a 3-second penalty, gets another 2 3-second penalty. I feel that New Potato is going to be very difficult to catch here. On board with Marsky then. Can Marsky get the job done? Dynamo Dan, I think he'll be very happy, because at the moment there he is in a de facto second position here. Dynamo Dan is there, and it was looking very bleak a couple of laps ago, so you'll be overjoyed with this one, the championship leader. Look at this, and there's Marsky all over the gearbox of Beast then. Hungry Styles is only free. Look at Hungry Styles. Goodness gracious me there. Once again, Styles flying away then as thank you very much for Swift there. So I've got to put the old driver of the day candidates in, haven't I then? So I get this old contraption up there. Back on board at the moment then with Dynamo Dan. He is doing a superlative job at the moment, Dynamo Dan is. In 5th position, I would say that Dynamo Dan is certainly one for driver of the day. Definitely, no doubt about that one. The gap at the front is 2 seconds at this moment in time. Then fantastic. And now coming in to the hairpin there, Dynamo Dan all over the back now of Marsky once again. Marsky is going to have to get defensive here, isn't he? Going into the final chicane. Echo still in the DRS range, which I think is definitely helping pull along Beast at this moment. Beast had a nightmare. It's had a nightmare out to the final turn, and then Marsky has jumped onto the back, taken 3rd position. 3 laps to go in this one there. Oh, fantastic stuff indeed there. Magnificent. And now Marsky up the order there. Up the order. Great stuff indeed there for Marsky. Now Beast, and now then can Dynamo Dan following through as well in this epic final couple of laps here in the Canada. Magnificent stuff indeed. And the vote for driver of the day is up then. So of course, throw your votes in the comments there. With just 3 laps to go in this one, this has been an absolutely fantastic one indeed. Chris Hughes had Dynamo Dan, no penalties, good drive. He's had a fantastic drive indeed. Ultimate Beast has got another penalty, unfortunately. Dynamo Dan all over the back now of Beast, and I think Beast is not going to have much to defend here. And as we go down to the airport, look at Styles. Oh, look at Styles, fantastic. There he is. And Sears has got no penalty, unbeknownst to me. New Potato is almost at check wrecked out in the front, hasn't he? Fantastic stuff indeed then as we're on board. Stars and Dynamo down 2 votes apiece. Keep your votes coming in, ladies and gents. I know we're going into the twilight of this Grand Prix. 3 laps to go in this race, and anyone can win this one. Marsky's got no penalty. Unfortunately, Marsky's now to 11 seconds there. That might have been needless there for Marsky. Potentially, that could be costly. Oh my goodness gracious me. Dynamo down all over the back of Ultimate Beast. And he doesn't need to pass Ultimate Beast. And he doesn't need to pass anyone. Dynamo down doesn't. He might be able to take his time here. However, he can't take too much of time. Doesn't want to be involved in any silly incidents or anything like that, does he? Does he, Dynamo down? So I think that he would rather just sit there, but I think Stars would actually like to come the order as well. Just thinking of where Stars could be. The Investor has got another penalty here. And look at this Beast then, who's now going to have to defend that, but I think that he's going to struggle to defend this one, and he does struggle to defend that, and drop down into a 5th position then. As Billet's got a penalty. That's Billet's first penalty as well. So everyone apart from Dynamo Dan's got no penalty at all. Well done to the second Ferrari driver as well, because Billet's also going to move up, could move up the order as well here. On board with Stars, and 3 laps to go in this one there. And look at this, and as we got yellow flags in the background, it's one of the Haas cars. I think it is TK, and Scooby Stew's also had an issue in turn 1 as well, unfortunately. Dynamo Dan is harvested. New potato on lap 34 of 35 here tonight then. As B said, it's going to be it's going to be gutted, isn't he, about how this one's transpired. Is that final penalty, is that final safety car on board now? Vester, he's got a 15-second penalty. Is he going to have a look? Not quite then. Styles doing a great job then. Once again, a very composed drive indeed there for Styles, and I think that he is my personal pick for a driver today. He's been superb, hasn't he? Styles has really good stuff indeed. Dynamo Dan, I think, also definitely a mention as well, because he'll be up into 4th, I think, at the end of this one. Sorry, he'll be up into 2nd at the end of this one there, and I gotta say, I was not expecting that. 34 laps to go in this one. Well, not 34, probably about 24 laps to go. But my goodness me, just shows how quickly the races change around here. TK, you mad bro, big hitters are not scoring tonight. Swan Shanks wanted to score some points. He is not at the moment. He's in 10th, but he's got 15 seconds of penalties. Tomo Tip Top might be able to get a point here in this one, and there they are. And this is the battle for 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. And Tomo Tip Top's got another penalty at the moment. Billet's off the circuit. Oh no, Billet, then, who's driving a superb race there, is out of the points then, and that is a big blow indeed. Tomo is all over the back now, and but he hasn't got the pace of him. And Duncan Dave could potentially be on course for some major points as well for himself and the Aston Martin team. Final lap of the Canadian Grand Prix. Wow, this one's absolutely flown by, hasn't it? I've loved this one there, and of course Canada always throws up some cracking races, doesn't it? TK, it's got another penalty, and the penalties are starting to rain in now, isn't they? Duncan Dave then, can he get past Swan Shanks? Said Tomo's going to have a look then. Tomo's having a look then, but no dice going into turn 1. But Tomo will be a de facto 10th, I think, when all the penalty situations sorted out. But it is still there or thereabouts. But I think that he might just be outside the points set if my maths is correct, which is never correct, to be honest. So all Billet fans out there, you can still hope here. As Vester's still a bit too far back on 15 seconds of penalty. That's another penalty there for Ultimate Beast. And that is now 15 seconds as well. Serious Mushroom won't be able to get. Swan Shanks has dropped out of the points set down in 10th position. I think it's because he's noticed that he's going to have to, unfortunately, give up on this one, which is a shame for Swan Shanks, but very good sportsmanlike as well. If there was a sportsman flag, we'd be waving it for Swan Shanks now, but unfortunately, I don't think he'd be caring about that too much, because he wants to get points, didn't he, in this one. New Potato out of the final turn, and he is going to win the Canadian Grand Prix, his 2nd race win of the season here, and Vester's in the war in the final corner there. He had a lot of penalties set away. Dynamo Dan is 2nd there. Echo is 3rd. Styles missed out on the podium by 0.3 of a second. An incredible 4th position there. Marsky, great 5th, with Serious Mushroom in his 100th star in 6th position there. Beast in 7th, with Duncan Dave in 8th, Tomo in 9th, and Swan Shanks did. No, Billet's up into 9th fan, and Tomo in 10th position. Kaz just outside the points on his home race in 11th position here, unfortunately. But New Potato will be happy with that one, won't he? And he's had a lot of bad luck this year, hasn't he? But he'll be happy with that one. Fantastic stuff indeed. And Dynamo Dan does get the driver of the day, because no penalties there. Great stuff indeed. But Stars, hats off to him as well. Great stuff for Echo, who is also on the podium as well. TK sets the fast lap on the final lap as well, which means he'll get that bonus point. So that is good stuff indeed there for TK to keep it in there. Dynamo Dan's got some more It's got some more votes as well. So fantastic stuff there for Dynamo Dan with 75% of the vote. Beautiful stuff indeed. Magnificent. I think that is New Potatoes' fifth career win in bronze as well. So magnificent stuff. Lead Styles there gets the draw of the day as well. TK, I'm disgusted then as we seen that they got very tight out of turn 14, didn't it? And I feel he is not a happy chap then, as it got very tight indeed, didn't it? As I'm just watching New Potato, his fifth win of his career, his second win tonight there for New Patel, the first ever championship. What am I saying? I don't know what I'm saying. His second race win of his season, his fifth race win of his career here in bronze. The first ever bronze world champion is spraying the bubbly here in Montreal, Canada, and once again Canada has delivered an absolute clinic in racing, as it's one of the most entertaining tracks on all the Formula One calendar, and bring us back next year as well. But next year we will be back for season 9 of ALR, of course. So as it will be once again on the ALR calendar. Then, of course, tomorrow night we'll be going to the British Grand Prix. But before we do so, let's quickly go through the final classification then from the Canadian Grand Prix. New Patel, his fifth Grand Prix win of his career in bronze. Fantastic stuff. Dynamo Dan, driver of the day then. He was superb, wasn't he? No penalties then. And just picked his spots on the championship leaders. He actually extended his lead in the World Championship. Echo, great drive from 10th to 3rd. Magnificent stuff. Styles, brilliant drive from 19th to 4th. Marsky in 5th. Great to see him up there. Sirius Mushroom is 100th star in a row. Magnificent in 6th. Ultimate Beast, even though 15 seconds of penalty, still finished 7th. Just showed his performance tonight. Duncan David 8th, great to see him up there. Same with Billet in 9th, and Tomo Tip Top getting a point as well. Hometown for Cat unfortunately 11th, and Sir Onstrang's 12th, Mapro 13th, TK 14th, Sagubi Stu 15th position there. Retirements, Vester, Jenner, Sigersmuck, William and Collins all retired from the Canadian Grand Prix, and I'm very happy with that because I finished that before the countdown finished there. And I think New Potato has joined me in the gantry as he were going to have a chit chat about his race then, and my goodness me, Nude, it was it was getting very squeaky bum time there, especially towards the end there with Ultimate Beast really packing you back up there.
I was great after my qualifying. I wasn't too sure what way the result was going to be today, but it sort of played out nice. I seen Dan creeping up there around lap 27. I seen he had no penalty, so at that stage I sort of had got out in front, so I was just sort of trying to keep on within track limits in case Dan got P1 on me.
Yeah, and of course, we was talking about you in qualifying. I think someone mentioned in the comments that you're quite a speed demon around here, but it all went a bit awry on your final lap there on the soft tyres. That you had a spin at turn 9 or 10.
Yeah, just clipped the curb and lost the rear. I was like, Jesus, here we go. I was just a waiting game there to see where I started from. But I enjoyed it, so that's the main thing. There's some crucial points.
Some very crucial points indeed. Then, of course, a lot of championship protagonists had a very difficult day out here today, and you got almost the full shebang of points there with the 25 here tonight, which I think is going. I'm not sure about the mathematic permutations there, but you very much squeezed up onto the back of the two Alpines there. So, how are you feeling then going into the British Grand Prix next week?
I'm just going to take it as a normal run because, as you can see, a couple of races I've got tagged in corners, and I've just fell down the grid and lost a lot of points. So I'll just go out and see how I go from there. Hopefully chat to you next week again.
Oh, definitely. I hope I chat to you too. And of course, this is your fifth Grand Prix win in bronze. Then, how is as we've mentioned about how you've been tagged like this season because you've been in qualifying, you've been absolutely in tip-top form with 4 pole positions there. But unfortunately, your account has only showed 3 podiums this season. Then, but is it just bad luck? Is it just the rub of the green of how it goes sometimes?
That's just, to be honest, it's just the way it goes. You get tagged, there's not a wild lot you can do. You know they're not intentional, but you'd be angry at the time.
Oh, definitely.
It's just the way it goes.
But absolutely fantastic stuff. Congratulations on your win today. Your fifth Grand Prix win of your career. Magnificent stuff today, Nude. Superb. Let's come. I'm not sure who else to join me in the. I think we've got a full house, have we? Goodness me, I'm surprised anyone wants to talk to me. Dynamo Dan, brilliant stuff from yourself today. You seem to be involved in all the thick of the action there, and it didn't look too good in the opening lap. There is you had a Harper spin and unfortunately collected Marski.
Yeah, it's one of those races again. Lost the wing early on and had to do a recovery drive, but again, I think my consistency's bailed me out once again.
Yeah, I was going to say, you seem to be very good with these recovery drives, and then once again, no penalties, and got your way back up into second then. But how frustrating is it that you seem to be doing a lot of recovery drives, but you are extending your lead in the championship. But how frustrating is it not getting the full maximum points, and well, even though you seem to be recovering back to like podium positions?
Yeah, I mean, if you offered me second place at the start of this race, I'd have taken that anyway. So I'm quite pleased with it. I'm still a bit devastated about Baku, to be fair, because that was my favourite race. But we move on.
And as we mentioned, you have extended your lead in the championship then with both Alpines having some major problems today, and also you, Mad Bro, also coming into issues as well. But New Potato is starting to creep up now, isn't he? As he is starting to find a good rhythm of form.
Yeah, and I'm by far no means the fastest player in this game. Well, in this league anyway. But let's hope my consistency and just collect points as I go along. Hopefully that's enough. But there's a lot of faster drivers out there that could easily win the race if they avoid crashes and not spinning out.
But it's a good drive today nonetheless today, Don. We're done fantastic stuff with second position. And driver of the day as well, and the viewers thought you was magnificent today. And let's come to Echo, who finished third. And Echo, I was saying in qualifying that he was a bit behind the eight ball in terms of where you normally qualify. But goodness me, you proved me wrong. You put me in my place in that race there as you got up to third in the end. But again, it was getting very tense there with Ultimate Beast there. Seems to be backing you up then with those very old hard tyres.
Yeah, I knew that he was on old tyres, especially hard as well. I knew that was quite slow. But as you just mentioned, I was way off the pace during qualifying. I'm just not very comfortable trying to do one quick lap around here. I somehow always just invalidate it. So just being able to set a time, I was happy with. But yeah, towards the end of the race, it was very nerve-wracking.
It seemed to be as well, because I think that you had one or two attempts there to get past Ultimate Beast then, but I feel that you bailed out because you was concerned about your front wing, because they're very fragile on these cars, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, I lost it. Lost my front wing. I think it was like lap 9, lap 10, I think it was. And thankfully, H. Collins crashed out. So, yay, I got lucky with a safety car. So I was able to pit then. And I was like, I just need to be careful now because, yeah, it was just horrible. Tried going for a few overtakes. Some of them were probably not really there, especially going to the chicane at the Wall of Champions. I know I did. I might have made contact with someone, and if I have, I apologise. If I've broken any wings, I apologise. I just wanted to go for it, but it is what it is. If it's a case of getting reported, then that's absolutely fine. I'll take it on the chin, and as we go into next week.
And you've now had 3 podiums in the last 5 races. You're on a very rich run of form at the moment. Where do you think that form's going to take you?
I have no idea really. I guess I just got lucky. I know that the past few races haven't really gone to plan, especially what was it, Monaco, and I think where was it, Monaco and somewhere else. I think I both retired as well. I know it was Saudi Arabia before the winter break. I retired then, and then Monaco just didn't go great. Azerbaijan, it was all right, I guess, but I just haven't really been feeling it. It kind of got to that point as well today, but look, if I can finish in the top 10 overall at the end of the season, I'll be happy.
Great stuff indeed. Well done to all our rostrum winners tonight. Fantastic. Tomorrow night we are going to the home with British Motorsport for the British Grand Prix, that 100% league then, which Alex will be taking you through. If he still hasn't got a hangover, to be fair, after the birthday celebrations on Monday. Of course, I'll be back for gold on Sunday night, and as we will be sticking with the British Grand Prix and round 10 of the World Championship in gold. I'm looking forward to that then. We'll see you then. Goodbye.